Mercury retrograde isn't ruining your life. Your negative thought patterns are. Mercury, it just notices. Because Mercury isn't just your tech problems. It's your soul's perceptual filter. In evolutionary astrology, Mercury is not the mind in some generalized way. It's the left brain, the lower octave of perception. It filters reality through language, logic, facts, and interpretation. It names things, categorizes them. It labels them good or bad, right or wrong, useful or meaningless. But here's the cosmic catch. Mercury doesn't show us the whole picture. It shows us the story we've trained ourselves to see. Mercury represents the ego's perceptual system. This is the lens we look through when we're navigating this life. And often, that's been carried over unconsciously from either prior lives or earlier in this life. Mercury reveals how your soul has habitually interpreted reality. More importantly, though, where those perceptions may need to evolve to serve yourself today. Someone with Mercury in Scorpio, they might automatically scan for betrayal, hidden motives, or emotional depth. Someone with Mercury in Gemini might scatter, joke, question, or deflect. A Mercury Capricorn person, they might process through rules, structure, control. And none of this is wrong, but all of it is conditioned. Mercury is not truth. It's interpretation. That's why Mercury can both serve and sabotage your soul's evolution. It can keep you small, locked in mental patterns, fear-based reasoning, or compulsive comparison. Or when it's used consciously, it can really become the voice that names your patterns and begins to unravel them. Now, in contrast, Uranus represents the higher octave of Mercury. This is the right brain, the intuitive flash that bypasses the filter entirely. And where Mercury calculates, Uranus is going to download. Mercury says, I think, and Uranus says, oh, I know. But really, you need both. Mercury is the translator, the organizer, the story maker. It takes the soul's evolutionary experience and it makes it usable. Mercury's job is not to find the truth, it's to carry the message. To understand Mercury in your chart and understand more about yourself, look at the sign Mercury's in. This is going to reveal your soul's mental tone and really just the default processing style that you have. Then look at the house. This shows where the soul's perceptual work is focused on in this life. Then you want to look at the aspects, especially Mercury aspects to Pluto, Uranus, or Neptune. These are going to reveal where the mind is distorted, intuitive, or maybe evolving through some kind of a karmic crisis. And I'll give you an example. Mercury squared Neptune, that might bring confusion, projection, or some sort of spiritual distortion via thought patterns. If you've got a Mercury-Pluto conjunction, that may show a penetrating mind, possibly someone shaped by trauma. Mercury on the South Node, your way of thinking is a karmic leftover, and you've got to evolve that through the polarity, which is going to be wherever your North Node is. Now, Mercury retrograde natally. The soul is already trying to reprocess perceptions from a past life context. But really, no matter where Mercury lives, the deeper work is always the same, and that's to become conscious of the filter itself. Because the mind isn't the enemy, but it's also not the master. In its highest form, Mercury becomes the sacred scribe. It's the storyteller who helps the soul make meaning but doesn't mistake the story for truth. And Mercury really is the cosmic messenger. But the question is, whose message are you actually repeating? Is it your soul's message or your conditioning? So tell me, what is your Mercury placement and how does your mind project or distort or translate your soul's evolution, how you're growing and evolving in this life? Drop it in the comments and let's talk. Let's talk perceptions, let's talk thought, and the stories your soul is just ready to rewrite. Tag a friend who thinks in loops, but is ready to break the pattern. Because Mercury isn't just mental, it's karmic. And it's time to make it conscious. Thank you so much for watching. Sat Nam.